Hello, this is Right Side Trader. Today is April 3rd, 2026, and this is my weekly market review where I'm reviewing the S&P 500, that's SPY, on a quarterly chart, monthly chart, weekly chart, and a daily chart. This is all for educational purposes only, no trade recommendation, because as we all know, trading is risky. You can lose money at trading, so please check with your financial advisor. Please check with your significant other, and make sure trading is something that is suitable for you. All right, let's jump over here to these charts and see what we see here on this Good Friday. And all what we see for the first week of the second quarter is green. Right now, just a couple of days, things that look like they might have hit bottom and ready to turn around, but we need to wait, be patient, and wait for the next, again, based on your trading strategy, do what you need to do. But what I'm seeing right here, we might be ready to turn back around. Because again, that last month there was pretty rough. Let's go ahead and go down to our monthly chart. Again, first few weeks of the month, this is why I'm saying be cautious. Right now we're still below the 9-10 moving average. That's this blue line here. We are still have a close below that here. And we are still below pivot here coming up on the second quarter. Let's see if we can get above pivot. At one time where I want my rule not to work. That's below pivot, stay below pivot. I like to see this thing actually pop above pivot and let us start reaching up here to this resistance 1 level and see if we can start making some new highs here in the next couple of months. But let's just kind of like wait and see what happens. Like you hear me, next couple of months. I don't expect it to happen this month that fast, but we're just going to pay attention to what's happening and see what happens here. That's pretty much it. Let's go ahead and go down to our weekly chart and see what we see there on this weekly chart. Let me zoom in here. This is what looks good here on this weekly chart also. We back above the 9-10 moving average. Number one, that's 9-10 moving average. We're back above the 50. This is the 50 moving average, this green line here. We had closed below there last week. This week we got back above there. Also, come with the monthly pivots. They will come into action come next week. We're closing real close to there. And can we gap above that come Monday morning and see if we get above that? Again, I will be looking for us to see if we can actually get up here to this resistance 1 level. We may not make all-time highs, this coming month, but I think we might have made the bottom and we may be ready to start turning around. Just got to kind of like be patient and wait and see what happens here. Also, what I'm looking at here on this weekly chart, this two candle pattern right here is a bullish harami in the right location. Again, we'll be looking again for that confirmation candle. And if we get that confirmation candle, yes, I'll be saying this thing is ready to go. All right, but let's kind of like just wait, be patient and wait and see what happens here. All right, let's go ahead and go down to our daily noise and wrap this on up. Again, see on this daily picture, the other thing is that we're going to be fighting here is we are still below the 200 and all. This is the 200 on this chart. But like I said, this week, 4-day week, we may have hit bottom. This red candle right here may have been our bottom. Then we ended up gapping up, and we've been going higher as the week went on and all. We did get a higher high, and we closed. We did get near the high, but didn't get above that high. And we're going to have some kind of resistance in here, this little area where we sold off and dropped. And we're also going to have that resistance of this 200 at this time. The other thing, though, that looks good for next week, we will be opening above pivot, this white line right here, opening above pivot. I kind of expect the market to go higher. And if it does go higher, at least to a resistance 1 level come next week, we will get back above the 200. And that'll be, this thing is ready to rock and roll. And then we're going to be looking out to be getting back above the 50. And then once we get back above the 50 and they're there for a few weeks, I'll take these off. And that's pretty much it. That's what I see here. I hope you guys had a great week. Hope you guys have a great weekend. And I'll speak to you next week. This is Right Side Trader. Have a good one. Talk to you later. Bye.